higher ground, faith made. Sharp as razor blades, I'm the truth in the book. You come to troll, catch this fade. Come on in, where you been? I call you family, now we kin. Feel the vibe on this ride. Hit subscribe, tell it. Man, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You feel the vibe on this ride. Hit subscribe, tell a friend. Man, come on. You feel the vibe on this ride. Hit subscribe, tell a friend. Yeah. You feel the vibe on this ride. Hit subscribe, tell a friend. Man, that feel good. Yeah. You feel the vibe on this ride. Hit subscribe, tell a friend. I should have been a rapper. I really should have been a rapper. Yeah. You feel the vibe on this ride. Hit subscribe, tell a friend. Man, what's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is the Punch Junkie Podcast, man, brought to you by the Punch Junkie brand, man. Powered by the Punch Junkie brand. Hosted by yours truly, JuniorTheTruth, man. Thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you, man. You have absolutely no idea, none whatsoever. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man, but I thank you. Salute to my sister, Killer Cameron Fields in the building. Y'all be sure to go subscribe to my sister, Killer. What's up with you, Cam? I hope all is well, love. I hope all is well with you and your tribe. Yes. She said workflow today. It's on the flow, workflow. On a Saturday, Killer? I guess I'm working on a Saturday. I ain't, people who live in glass houses should not throw stones. All I'm doing today is working today and tomorrow. Got to get this next issue of the Punch Junkie magazine out. So all I'm going to be doing is working. Salute to my brother, the Dirt Gang boss in the building. What's up with you, boss? Salute to my family. What's up with it? Pittsburgh Big Dog. I'm going to be shooting your way here shortly, man. Salute to my family, man. The Pittsburgh Big Dog, man. My Panthers coming out, man. It's, you feel me, about to be season kickoff. You understand what I'm talking about, man? Spent a lot of time in Pittsburgh, man, during the college football season, man. I love Pittsburgh, hell the pit. Salute to the family. I don't even know if I ever got confirmation from you, Pittsburgh Big Dog. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I say every time you see PGH, that's automatically Pittsburgh, but I'm not even sure if that's Pittsburgh, bro. Let's get confirmation today. Before we go any further, let's get confirmation today. Is PGH for Pittsburgh? PGH Big Dog? Because that could be like Philip Gregory Hainsworth. You understand what I'm talking about? Like, your name, it could be Philip Gregory Hainsworth Big Dog. And I just automatically see it and I just get excited about Pittsburgh. Is it even attached to Pittsburgh? Like, let me ask, you feel me? Okay, definitely. Okay, yeah. And it's really Pittsburgh because he put the 412. You understand what I'm talking about? That was my first area code once I left. You understand what I'm saying? 937. Yeah, that was my 412, man. Yes, Lord. Yeah. And I stayed on Robinson Avenue on the hill. What you know about it? Sutherland Hall. You understand what I'm talking about? Right overlooking the football field, the old Pitt Stadium. You understand what I'm talking about? Sutherland Hall, man. I was on West Sutherland. You understand what I'm talking about? Then I moved down to South Campus. You feel me? And I stayed on top of a laundromat I can't think of the name of the street. Miss Joanne, old German lady. I stayed on top of her laundromat. And Miss Joanne had that shit was like I think I might get canceled if I talk like this, man, but it was like an old, I don't know how to explain it, bro, but she had like all kind of trap doors and stuff in the building, bro. I don't know if it was built like that or if she turned it into that, but she had like all kind of, so she used to like sneak up in my apartment and come through like the pantry or something, man. And she would get all my dirty clothes and wash my dirty clothes and then fold my clothes and then just put them on my bed. Like, it was crazy, man. I love that old lady, man. And she was like 109 then, so I'm pretty sure she ain't with us no more, but she could be. You feel me? Anything is possible. But she was an old German lady, and she had this mean ass German Shepherd, big ass dog. That German Shepherd had to be about 100 pounds, 110 pounds. And I used to call the German Shepherd Schnookums. I used to be like, "Hey, Schnookums, chill out." And the dog used to run to the glass at the laundromat every time I walked past. Got to go past the glass to get to my door to go upstairs to my apartment. The dog wanted a piece of my ass. You understand what I'm saying? The dog wanted killer. The dog wanted a piece of my ass. And so, man, I just need to start doing story times. I just need to start doing story time with Uncle Junior so I can stop doing all this, man, with you all. You feel me? But the dog wanted a piece of my hind. And uh, uh, the dog used to always run, and he would jump on the glass, boom, and hit the glass. And she would say stuff to him, but she only talked to the dog in German. You feel me? And she would. And one day the dog was just on me and trying to get at me, and he just wouldn't let up. And Miss Joanne came over and she hit the dog with something. I can't remember what she hit the dog with. She hit the dog with something. And she was like, then she screamed at him. And then there was like a little trap door for the dog to go out the back to go to the back courtyard area behind the laundromat. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I used to call them Schnookums. I just call them Schnookums, new fat boy. Salute to my family. Corey, aka new fat boy. Salute family. Yeah, I used to call him Schnookums. And man, she hit that damn dog, and it was something dizzy like that. It was something different because the dog was dizzy. And then he just went on back and stumbled out the back door and went on to the back courtyard, right? You feel me, Dirt Gang? Watch this. And so this was an old building in the city of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, big dog. You know I ain't lying. I'm going to figure out the name of that street that I stayed on. When I go back to Pittsburgh this time, I'm going to go to that apartment, and I'm going to go live from there. Unless Schnookum's still there, then he a zombie dog, and I'm gone. And if Miss Joanne's still there, she is zombie. I'm gone. You feel me? But because she was 108 years old. But listen, so Schnookums go back into the courtyard. Now, there was a fire escape off the apartment, and so that's where I used to go smoke my marijuana, my Reggie. You feel me? That's where I used to go smoke my regular reefer on the back patio. You know what I'm saying? Just, respectfully. So I go out on the back patio, smoke my regular reefer, even though I know Miss Joanne smoked, she had to. But anyway, so I go out and I look out, just happen to go look and see Schnookums, because she hit Schnookums pretty hard. And I think she hit him with like a metal dustpan or something. Schnookums was sitting, he went out and like sat in the courtyard. And before I could even get to the fire escape window to look out, Schnookums was sitting there calmly and just staring up at the window, like literally looking at the window. And so when I come to the window, Schnookums sitting there looking at me like emotionless. I don't know what kind of emotions you're going to get from a German Shepherd, but you get what I'm saying. He was like emotionless, like just sitting there looking at me. I said, damn, like we really enemies. You feel me? Like me and Schnookums is really enemies. Enemies, got a lot of enemies. Me and Schnookums, like we really I realized then that our relationship was beyond repair. You feel me? What no turning back with Schnookums. Our relationship was beyond repair, killer. Yeah. And man, so like I man, one day I should tell y'all one day Schnookums got loose. I should tell y'all the story about Schnookums got loose on my ass one day. You feel me? But me and Schnookums wanted some of my ass, man. He never got it though. You feel me? All praises be to the Most High. You feel me? The Most High. You understand what I'm talking about? The Creator, the Great Spirit. You feel me? All praises be to the ancestors, man. They kept me guarded and kept me safe and kept Schnookums off my ass, if you will. Salute to the family, though. Thank y'all so much, man, for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man. If I had a million tongues, once again, I couldn't tell it all. I'm indeed your host, Junior the Truth. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle Junior the Truth. That's JuniorTheTruth. That's over all the social media platforms. If you're really looking for me, you can catch me over on the Punch Junkie Network, www.punchjunkie.network. Punchjunkie.com will get you there. It's the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science. Y'all also be on the lookout for the latest drop of the Punch Junkie magazine. Y'all can go get the last issue, if you will, over at Punch Junkie .shop, www.punchjunkie.shop. But once again, punchjunkie.com will get you there. But salute to you all, man. I ain't done this in a while, man. So y'all gotta bear with me. You feel me? Y'all know those of you all who are tuning in via the Junior the Truth, the regular YouTube channel. You understand what I'm talking about? You know, I have been here severely on my self-mastery kick, which is what will be taking place over on the Junior the Truth. This is me doing kind of the complimentary live stream to get you all to come over. Salute to everybody that's tuning in via the Punch Junkie Network YouTube channel. That is where all of the boxing content will be, and we will be getting more and more content out. But y'all know I've been really chilling. I really been chilling, man. But salute to everybody. Salute to, once again, Killer Cam, my sister Cameron Fields in the building. Y'all be sure to go subscribe to Killer Cam if you haven't done so. Cameron Fields. You see how it's spelled. Salute to Pittsburgh Big Dog in the building. What's up with you, homie? Salute to you, man. Salute to Lucchini. This is it. What? Salute to my family, Lucchini, man. Let's get rich. Salute. What's up with you, Lou? Salute to Corey, aka New Fat Boy Fitness, a whole lot of Choctaw Indian shit. What's up with you? One time for the mound builders, man. One time for the indigenous people of this land, man. Salute to my brother in the building. Indianapolis in this thing, man. Indianapolis is really, truly in this thing, man. I was pulling for them Pacers, man. You already know. Yeah, I was pulling for them Pacers. Boy, hey, if they the one, bro, you was gonna have a roommate for a couple days because I was gonna be in Indianapolis, bro, going hard in the paint. Salute to my sister Tay Tay, the real queen of MMA and combat talk. What's up with you, sis? Salute to you. I hope all is well. I see you over there getting wintertime fine, huh? Sis over there working out, man, getting wintertime fine. My. Nah, my. Salute to my brother Big Joe Townsend in the building. What's up with you, Big Joe? Salute to you. Salute to my brother, my Heart Nation Sports Podcast in the building. What's up with you, bro? Salute to you, man. Salute. So I wanted to, man, there's so much that's been going on in the sport of boxing, man. Salute to everybody that has been continuously and constantly talking this talk with regard to the sport of boxing. I have been, and I can honestly speak, you know what I mean, because you all are family. So I can tell family the truth. I've been extremely unnerved with the sport of boxing. Like extremely. I've been extremely unnerved with the sport of boxing. I've been I'm trying to think of what did it for me. What did it for me? It's been a lot, man. And it's a lot of just not really people just not really keeping it a brick, man. Like people not really keeping it a cold brick. And the way that I'm coded, I can't deal with a whole lot of fraudulence. You understand what I'm saying? I can't deal with a whole lot of just silly stuff. You know what I mean? It's stuff that I see, um, and people don't really tell the truth. And the people who do tell the truth, they're like, their voice is overshadowed, you know what I mean, by other people. You know what I mean? One of the things that I've been on this self-mastery journey. Shay Girl 85, what's up with you, baby? One of the things that I've been doing on the self-mastery journey is just really learning and studying myself, and not just myself. I'm a student of human nature as well and human beings. And one of the things I know, and we'll talk about that we'll talk about this week coming up. But the way that the human mind is conditioned is the human mind obeys the loudest voice. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Y'all probably do if you really think about it. But the human mind is genetically engineered to obey the loudest voice, right? That's why people say the squeaky oil gets the grease, right? Or people say, yeah, I'll get right on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you'll be doing something, and then like for my mothers that might be in the building, you know what I'm saying? Or not just mothers, but the nurturing spirit, like, right? So like women will be doing something, and then there's certain things that you hear that cause you to react. You understand what I'm saying? Like and it doesn't, for women, it causes you to react differently than men. An instance is a screaming child, right? So a screaming child will make a woman jump up and run. You feel me? To go to the child. You understand what I'm saying? The loudest, they obey the loudest voice. A man will sit there and be like, hey, what the hell going on? You feel me? But we are genetically engineered to obey the loudest voice. And so in terms of the sport of boxing, it's easy for the loudest voices to overtake the voices that are echoing truth. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing about it, going back to the voices, is that you actually control the voice. I don't want to go too deep into it because we'll talk about it this week with self-mastery content. Y'all stay tuned. And tune in to, if you're not locked in with the Junior the Truth, you know what I mean, YouTube channel, subscribe, check it out. You feel me? I am your self-mastery provocateur extraordinaire. But anyway, so I've been I really been chilling, you know what I mean, within the sport. You know, I'm hearing everything that people say. I'm hearing the things that people talk about and whatnot, and I'm not really moved by much. And then I've been just severely disgruntled. And I'll tell you one thing that made me severely disgruntled, and I'll be honest, and I haven't done any content about it, and I probably will not. But the Keyshawn Davis card and De Los Santos card that was to take place in Richmond, Virginia, really causing, I know I'm taking it back with regard to, you know, the current events in the sport, but I haven't talked about it. So, you know, I'm going to go back and I'm going to catch up. I was very, very, very disturbed by that. Very disturbed by that. And I'll tell you why. And those of you who have been around the content and been around, and I'm talking for years, you understand what I'm saying? Shout out to the LDBC. Those of y'all who have been around for years, you know that my voice and, you know, the whole movement, and this movement even predates the introduction of the Punch Junkie. But I have been one of the voices within the sport of boxing. JJ, what's up with you, homie? That has really pushed for fighters to have fights in their respective hometowns. I have been one of the fighters, one of the voices in the sport of boxing who really was intentional at leading the charge. And as these popular, or excuse me, as the promoters and the suits within the sport of boxing, as they do, they pay attention. They pay attention to everything. Now, they pick and choose what they want to implement, but they listen and they hear everything that we talk about. Okay. So I've been one of those voices that have been saying, hey, man, like, y'all need to be sending these fighters, especially fighters who are being built up, you know what I'm saying, and on their way to championship level and so on and so. They need to be going back home and they need to be having fights at home. Like, if you're building a superstar, the way that you build a superstar is build them at home. You understand what I'm saying? You don't take a young promising fighter from Pensacola, Florida, and do not allow him to fight anywhere in Florida. You take him and his debut is on somebody's extra undercard in Las Vegas, and he's fighting in an empty arena. You understand? Like, no. You have to build these fighters up at home. So I've been one of those. So for Keyshawn and Davis brothers to have that opportunity for that fight to go on at home in Richmond, Virginia, and for it to spill out the way that it spilled out, I really felt very strongly about that. Very strongly. And man, that just wasn't a good look. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that just wasn't a good look. And I'm really, even now, because I'm not going to go into it and I'm not going to talk about it, but there was a lot of buildup. There was a lot of money spent. There was a lot of good stuff being highlighted in that area of the region, which let's be that region of the country, which let's be clear, there's not a lot of good stuff that comes from there. There's not a lot of, like, what do we know about? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what do we really know, except for people who are from around there? What do we really know about Richmond, Virginia? What do we really know about Norfolk, Virginia? What do we really know about that stuff? We know Allen Iverson's from there, Michael Vick's from there, around there. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us, a lot of people didn't know that they were from the same area. You understand? Like, there's a lot of tremendous athletes that come from that area. You understand? There's a lot of good things that are going on there that Keyshawn and this had an opportunity to present to the world and to highlight it. You understand? And all while this is going on, never once would you think that Keyshawn versus Edwin De Los Santos was not about to happen. You feel me? And that was really, truly the biggest fight of his career. So not only did the fight not happen and the fight not take place, now they got to, and man, I said I wasn't going to go all off into it. And just the way it transpired, it just wasn't good, man. To be off weight, to miss weight, to be that far off weight and you're a world champion, that's not good, man. And to go into it thinking that you're still gonna have to fight anyway, so on and so forth, that's just not good. And just so that we're clear, Shakur Stevenson did the same thing. You feel me? Shakur Stevenson did the same thing. But his fight went on. But he still did the exact same thing as far as missing weight. So I've really been turned off since that whole fiasco, and I ain't gonna go into what took place after the fight, after his brother Kelvin Davis lost and all of those shenanigans, man. I ain't gonna take place. I will say that there's gonna have to be a lot of work done, you know what I mean, in order to get back in my good graces as a fan. And believe it or not, contrary to what anybody tells you, the true fans of the sport of boxing still matter. That's why y'all here, because I'm the one that's going to tell you that the true fans of the sport of boxing still matter. Like the us, like I'm not talking about the mainstream, the fans of particular fighters, the man fans. No, I'm talking about true fans of the sweet science still matter. Very much so. You understand? Like, this is our sport. This has been our sport. It's going to continue to be our sport. And a lot of us are raising the next generation of true fans of the sweet science. But this sport belongs to us. And the sport belonged to us before Keyshawn Davis, before Shakur Stevenson, before Tank Davis, before Devin Haney, before Deontay Wilder, before Errol Spence, before any of these fighters. The sport belonged to us. And after everybody's gone, the sport will still belong to us. You feel me? Like, it will still belong to us. Salute to Red 41 ATX. What's up with you, bro? Salute to you. He really got them warrants. He really got them warrants. He can change this whole everything. But anyway, so I say all that to say that regardless of what they try to make you believe and what they try to make you feel, the fans still matter. You understand? The sport belonged to us before Turkey Al-Sheikh. The sport will belong to us after Turkey Al-Sheikh. I don't care nothing about the checks getting cut. I don't care nothing about I don't care nothing about that. When he's gone and done with the sport of boxing, guess what? Guess who's gonna be here? When Turkey Al-Sheikh is done with the sport of boxing, and he's done playing and doing his little project and doing the things that he's doing, you feel me? Guess who's still gonna be here? the true fans of the sport of boxing, we're gonna still be here, man. So I say all that to say, man, that the true fans still matter. And we really ain't going nowhere. And it's obvious. But you'll be led to believe something else. You know what I mean? You would truly, really, truly be led to believe something else. You will be led to believe that it's all about the fighters and what they want. It's all about the promoters and what they want. It's all about who's putting the money in and who's putting the money up and, yada, yada, yada. And at the end of the day, like I said, the sport belongs to us. So a few things that have kind of taken place. And it's a lot of stuff going on, man. Like there's so much, like, you got all the chitter chatter around the Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach rematch. You know what I mean? You got the creation of the matchup between Devin the Dream Haney and the WBO welterweight champion of the world, Brian Norman Jr. Like there's just so much stuff that's going on. And I just kind of wanted to come in and just kind of pick in pieces and jump around and chime in for one, to really have true conversations, you know what I mean? Because there's not a lot of us that are really having true conversations about the sport of boxing. Salute to those of us that are. And also just to let y'all know, like I'm still, you feel me? I'm still the punch junkie. You feel me? I'm still very much a punch junkie. Jake Paul defeated Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., you know what I mean, who is having he's having a hell of a couple weeks. You feel me? He is having a hell of a couple of weeks. Jake Paul defeated Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. by unanimous decision in their cruiser matchup on what was that, June 28th last week. And that fight has generated a whole lot of buzz. The loss for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. has created a lot of buzz. A lot of people watch that fight and y'all feel like y'all touched the sticky doorknob. You understand what I'm saying? Like I just ain't so like I don't know. You know what I mean? And y'all ain't chiming in the chat, but I don't know. Did you feel like those of y'all that watched the fight? Did you feel like you touched something sticky, something greasy? It was something greasy. Just something about that fight just don't resonate. Like, Then after his loss, that a lot of people are saying he threw the fight. He's a joke. He's it's trouble. He's troubling his father's last name. Lucchini just said, yeah, that was nasty work, bro. That was some nasty. That was filthy. Yeah, that was some filthy work. Y'all know that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was the highest paid person on the card. He made more than Jake Paul, according to, as far as the fighter salary. He was the highest paid person. I think he was he? I believe he was the highest paid person on that card. Then Ice came and got him. You feel me? So all the money he came over here and made, Ice came in and rested him, man, and getting him up out of here. Ice came to get him and getting him up out of here. Like, nah, he got to slide. You feel me? We gotta get this boy up out of here. La D. Ice came and got that boy. I said, damn. Trump's Ice came and got him. Came over here, made that money. Participated in that nasty work. Then Ice came and got him. Shit. I mean, shoot. A lot of people expressing they man. A lot of people ain't feeling good about that, man. And I'll say this. I think Jake Paul, and I'm gonna do a whole different show specifically on Jake Paul. You know what I mean? We're gonna have gonna have a conversation just about Jake Paul alone. But a lot of people feel a lot of different ways, man. And I rock with Jake Paul. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder returned, man, and he defeated Tyrell Herndon on June 27th. I owe everybody an apology. I was supposed to be there at that fight, man. Life happened, and I was not able to make it out to the fight. I wasn't able to go see the champ, man. But he did return. Now I know a lot of people are saying, I know they saying, hey, man, like what in the who is hurting and so on and so forth. And I'm trying to tell you, Deontay Wilder can go to put up a boxing ring. It ain't even gotta be a boxing ring. They can break down like some cardboard boxes in the back of Walmart, and Wilder can fight, can line up the whole third shift, and he can fight them all, and I will be there with my money in my hand. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder owes me nothing. He owes the sport of boxing absolutely nothing. I'm supporting my brother no matter what it is that he does. So salute to Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Salute to Herndon. Salute to that fight. Salute to Wichita, Kansas. You know what I mean? I'm glad to see Wilder get in. I'm glad to see him get some rounds in. I am glad to see him working behind that jab and working off the jab and whatnot. And like I said, whatever it is he decides to do next, I'm backing it. If he decides to retire, I'm backing it. If he decides to keep going, I'm backing that too. As far as what would I like to see from him, I would like to see Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder get another. I want him to get another tune-up. You understand what I'm saying? Joe Townsend said Wilder can fight me next for all I care. Like, bro, seriously, bro. Like he seriously. He owes me nothing. You feel me? He owes me absolutely nothing. But what I would like to see is him get another tune-up. And then, man, I just think that there's so many big money entertaining fights for Wilder. And I would like to see him get a couple of those and then ride off into the sunset. That's what I really want. I know, him and the way he competes and what he wants to do. I know he wants to go back and be back atop the heavyweight division and be world champion again, so on and so forth. I don't. There's so many politics and so much corruption, man. I want that brother to get some colossal paydays and slide. You understand? And slide. Today, I'm kind of just bouncing all over the pace. Y'all don't lose sight of the fact that Jack Catterall is fighting Harlem Eubank and they're fighting in Manchester. You know what I mean? That's there. But more importantly, next week, I said more importantly, like I just kind of just pissed on their stuff. But oh well. More importantly, July the 11th, we have that huge card with Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano 3. Hey man, that card is gonna go all the way off. You got Alicia Baumgartner versus Jennifer Miranda. It's I think that's the co-main. It's a whole lot going on. Next week, boxing is I'm telling you, boxing is lit. Lala D said he paid his dues when he brought belts back to the USA. Yes, our belt. Laugh out loud. And this is why I know what I know, right? Because you got to pay attention. And y'all know Wilder's relationship with Big Baby Miller and how they have a very antagonistic, arch enemy-esque relationship. And even Jarrell Miller is saying, man, Wilder put heavyweight boxing back on the map, bro. Stop the madness. All of the heavyweights right now are able to eat because of Wilder. And in Wilder's absence, I'm going to be honest with y'all. In Wilder's absence, they've actually dropped the ball and the heavyweight division has fizzled back out. They actually dropped the ball and the heavyweight division has fizzled back out in Wilder's absence. You feel me? That's the truth. The heavyweight division has fizzled back out. All you American heavyweights, man, that's a whole nother show in and of itself. Y'all lining up the podcast one after one. We're going to take that and we'll do a whole nother podcast on that. But somebody will probably steal it first because that's, they come over here and borrow heavily. But the heavyweight division has fizzled out in Deontay Wilder's absence, just so we clear. But anyway, and if you listen to Gerald Miller, every time he talks, Gerald Big Baby Miller says, Wilder brought the heavyweight division back. What are you talking about? And everybody's saying, no, it was AJ. It wasn't AJ. It wasn't Fury. It was Wilder. Wilder put the heavyweight division back on the map. And I don't like him and I don't I don't mess with him. I hate his guts and blah, blah, blah. But let's be clear. Deontay Wilder brought back the heavyweight division. So anyway, next weekend in the sport of boxing is lit up. We got on Friday, we got Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Netflix is doing a masterful job. Jake Paul, MVP Promotions, they're doing a masterful job of building up this fight and doing everything. And it's going to be on Netflix. Also, Saturday is the lit. Like, Friday, Saturday, I probably won't be leaving the crib. You understand what I'm saying? Man, we got that. Hey, man, we got Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano 3, the trilogy. Then we got Alicia Baumgarten on the undercard. You feel me? Shadasia Green and Savannah Marshall fighting on that card too, just so we clear. It's a very big fight. It's a big night for women's boxing, a colossal evening for women's boxing. And then on the 12th, and I really can get off of here after this. I'm actually about to, because I didn't want to go no longer than 30 minutes. Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda. Edgar Berlanga versus Hamza Shiraz is, cool, but we all know what we're here for on July 12th. Yeah, we all know what we're here for on July 12th. Salute to Behold. What's up with you, homie? Yeah, we all know we're here for on July 12th. July 13th, man, we have Alexander Usyk versus Daniel Dubois. That's for undisputed over in Wembley Stadium in London. That's going to be a huge fight. I'm here for that on the 19th. Also, we have Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. I'm not here for Mario Barrios, but I really truly for Mario Barrios versus Manny Pacquiao, but I hope Mario Barrios executes Manny Pacquiao. On that fight, we do have the Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Tszyu, and then Isak Pitbull Cruz versus Angel Figueroa 2, and Bam Rodriguez is fighting as well. On July 26th, we have Clarissa Shields fighting Lanny Daniels, and then the return to Xander Zayas, man. So we have a really, really big month locking in for the month of July. But like I told y'all, I did so much talking about everything else. It's time for me to slide. Salute to you all. Thank you all so much, man, for taking the time to tune in. We'll get in here and chop it up a little bit more, man. I might do another one soon. You feel me? But salute to you all. Thank you all so much for taking time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. This is Junior Truth signing off, man. I'll give you your daily reminder to view your life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a pair of dice. I'm a hard-born player, man. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.
We offer the ghetto, baby, I seen pistol play. In case Aaron like when white bitches don't get their way. Pull up with that whip appeal, look like baby face. Guerrilla warfare, what a motherfucker bathing age. Never falling off, I live my life on the edge. Telling lies on the real, they don't believe what you're saying. I ain't never complained, I ain't never was scared. Look here, bitch, it ain't no buts about my last piece of bread. Camoed out, grew up on them niggas from the know you. Funny how they lose themselves when they can't control you. Here's a 50 slab, cause the game is out of order. Make me kill a nigga career just to meet my quota. Hold up, none you rap niggas want it. I got remnants of Biggie, I was never Lil Homie. I'm so genuine with her, she let me ride on that pony. Don't need your flowers, I grow them. Got the game in the